50th end of financial year sale. On now.
Sunrise, brought to you by Jetstar, Australia's low fares airline. Now flying to 10 great holiday destinations overseas. To book, go to jetstar.com.
Well, fast food is called fast food for a reason. It's a quick meal, but who makes the best burger, salad or fries? Well, this year's fast food awards are out, and more than 6,000 people voted for their favourites.
Before you ask, yes, we know fast food isn't particularly good for you, so we've also asked nutritionist Susie Burrell which outlets are the healthiest. Susie joins us now to compare notes. Good morning to you. I'm glad you're here for this balance. Let's find out whose fries were the best. And according to the votes, it's McDonald's is the people's choice. But Susie, who gets your vote for the healthiest fries?
Well, the thing people need to remember with fast food is that the type of oil the chain is using is really important in determining if it's a healthier choice or not. And the good thing is that some years ago, McDonald's did change their oil to an oil that had significantly less trans fats in it. So even though their fries are thinner, which means they do absorb more oil, the oil that they are using is slightly better than the other big chains, which is a tick. But of course, we would be aiming for people to have the small serves, because you can, of course, get the jumbo fries, which are just too big for all of us.
Okay.
So are those big, fat, juicy ones you get from your local takeaway, are they the best option because they're thicker?
Well, what we've voted today, Mel, is that we've said the Oporto chips are also reasonably good because they are thicker. And even though the oil isn't great, they tend to be absorbing less of that oil because they are a bigger chip. So if you're having a small serve of fries from McDonald's or Oporto, it's not the end of the world, but we do stress actually have the small size and not the upsized version.
Okay, now the people's choice for best fried chicken was finger licking good, KFC.
Absolutely, and we should say that a 3-piece feed from KFC's got about 50 grams of total fat, which is more than your entire daily requirement of fat, and KFC do use palm oil.
3 pieces?
Yeah, the 3-piece feed, so including the chips as well.
Oh, right.
And palm oil is a heavily saturated fat. It also destroys a lot of forests around Malaysia where animals like orangutans and tigers are endangered. So for people who are concerned about the environment and also their health, avoiding chains that do use palm oil would be a positive step.
So is there a healthy chicken?
We would say that the chicken type strip options from the chains, including Oporto, are slightly better because they do have less fat in total.
Okay. Next one, choosing the best burger. Now, McDonald's and Hungry Jack's both made the top 5 on this. Which burger is then the healthiest?
Well, again, I would probably argue McDonald's is slightly healthier because of the oil issue, because again, Hungry Jack's and Burger King use a hydrogenated vegetable oil, which is heavily saturated and really not very good for the heart. So for that reason alone, even though a McDonald's burger is very high in total fat and you'd be aiming for no more than once a week of a high fat food, but you can now of course get grilled options which are lower in fat, and the Oporto range again does tend to be slightly lower in fat overall, so they're going to be your 2 best choices.
What about, because some of them have that lean beef type burger and all that.
Yeah.
Is that a better option or not?
I think it's an argument, because you would say if you're going to eat fried food, are you going to want to have something that perhaps doesn't taste as rich as the other options? So with my clients, I usually say if you like that, that's a great choice, but then the grilled options, which are slightly higher in fat, are still better and might give you more of that flavour of having an actual fast food, which what people are after when they do want a quick meal on the run after a big night out or partying with their friends, and for people like that.
What about the best salad options? The winner was McDonald's. What do you say?
I think with the salads, the key thing is being able to choose your own mix, because if you're buying pre-prepared salads, they've often got a lot of mayonnaise, feta cheese, avocado, nuts, and that really bumps up the total fat content, so they're perhaps not as healthy as you would think. So my vote, salad works, and any chain type one where you can actually put your own salad together, because then you have control about how much added fat is in there, and then if you're really trying to keep a salad and have it light, you're in control of that, which is really, really important.
Yeah, see, I used to eat Caesar salads until someone told me, oh no, they're not that good for you because of the
bacon and croutons.
Bacon
There's not a lot of actual salad bulk, and it's the same with things like feta and pine nut salad. There's actually only a tiny bit of cucumber and mixed greens, and the bulk is actually high fat ingredients.
Okay.
Well, the best fast food overall, the winner is Subway.
Yes.
That's most popular. What's your pick for the most healthy?
The good thing with Subway is that it has a lot more bulk, doesn't it? The bread's better quality, you can choose low-fat options, there's wraps, you can have a higher-fat one if you prefer. And the key thing is I find that kids are quite happy to have Subway, and that's the important thing, isn't it? If you're going to be recommending different fast food choices, you've got to have foods that people are happy to have. So at least if they're happy to have Subway, that's great. And then the next best, I would say, is probably McDonald's, simply because they do use better oil and there is a range on the menu.
Okay. Susie, that's terrific.
Thanks.
Thank you for that.
Because you kind of got to be realistic. You can't say never have it, because people do.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you. Well, later this hour.